have that. You can't have that. You can't do it like that. This is a phone in a vise. You may not hear me because of the clamped down state at which, let me pick it up some. I don't recommend this. I don't advise this. This is just part of the pieces that are required for the level of the gameplay that I'm experiencing. That's why I have to bring it back to the audience. Because if you didn't know, knowing's half the battle. Copco. Brought to you by this dent. This dent is triangular. It is powerful. It came in the middle of the night. I heard clunk clunk.
And saw that can. Had a dent. That was the only thing I saw that direction. Turned the light on, looked. What the fuck? Who done it? I done it.
Hey, problem solved. But let me set the story up a little better. This cop cup says cop cup. All the makings of this drink, so there's no drink in here, are brought to you by Paranoia and that direction behind the house. So many wonders, artifacts, Indian arrowheads, spearheads, strange this and that, can be found if one mines that area. And it's a hillside. So you could go into it. You could. From the bottom, you would be at the lowest level. The bottom is the lake. I'm sorry. It's a Freudian slip. I say river, I think lake. But because in this game, you see that? There's a logo. Logos are like I guess you have to look at what logos is. Logos is Greek for the word, but I think that the logos as the spiritual authority that drives this wind, like God. There's the solar logos, which is said to be like the ruler of our solar system, and everything goes around the sun. Its gravitational field and our basic human understanding of reality from that point, I guess, is enough to be consensus at that point. I mean, it's consensus reality because we all roughly believe in it being the reality. I don't know of it any different. And I'm not NASA. So there, if you want to know why. But I wanted to preface all of this with the proper prefacing of a face, red bandana, and the like, because of the absolute warfare nature that the spirit becomes involved in and how it goes forward. Now, there's nothing else to say than that. Did it require the extra aggressiveness within which I clamped in the original Forge blue clamp? No, not. In fact, I think it was actually the phone holding device for like a selfie tripod thing that initially fucked this phone up because of the pressure is a little much squeeze and it lifts the screen up. So if the phone, which it did, it died, it ceased functioning, it would turn off. But the next one in line got fucked up too. And now it shows matrix code, so I don't know what to do about that. It currently now just goes off and the screen stays black. So, but we keep hope. We plug it in every once in a while just to see. You know, that's a better state of being than the alternative, because I was really close to smashing this phone. I thought it would be, and it would have been. It would have been therapeutic to smash this phone for the way that it fucked me over, because it like it took 12 on and took 12 off. It would lock up. It'd get the boot screen. There was nothing you could do about it. You could put it in the freezer, and there was maybe twice I got it to respond to my holding power button and doing command shit. But eventually, time healed it. But time alone is not enough. But time alone is not real. Time alone isn't anything. There is no real time. So time alone is nothing. Time, you having time, they having time, we having time. There's context to that. There's frame of reference. And maybe that's something important to say. Maybe not. But it's important to know and share that for the first frame of reference to be in the proper context. Hello. Hello. People of Earth, this is day 3 of fine November. Whatever. I like November. Most of it. Maybe towards the end, not so much. December's trash. But there's the Christmas time and holidays. I really don't like December. January's, I really like the other half of February to, this is about the last week of the part of the year that I think is the one that I prefer. That's why. You see the drink? It's on the cover of the album. This is the, we're going to play some chess. Yes, we are. Playing itself. We have Malaysia, Afghanistan. I think this is Colombia and Mexico's combo, and I have to flip it over now to reveal that there's Mexico. 2 sides, baby. What is this? Malaysia. These are countries on the earth. These represent nations at war and drama shit. We got some, what is this? Kuwait. Obviously Kuwait's a player. Italy. Go ahead and put Italy's ass in here with Burma. This is the stronghold. In this game, this stronghold represents a place where evil entities are able to build up and resist your light. All things good. Strongholds. You give demons grounds. They use the grounds to take and build strongholds, and then they make hell of your life. This is a biblical principle. I think anyone can use it. I don't think it's racist. It might be. I don't know. You might want to check it yourself. So we're doing this. It's actually doing itself, kind of. We're using this. This is the single page out of the book. These are the methodologies for healing. These are modalities. We've got 1 through 19 or 20 or so. Supertramp's been playing the fuck in my head. See that? See him coming out of the cage? You see that? Look. So cheers to that shit. Art does imitate life. Life itself is self-similar. Things that are self-similar and can self-simulate can fuck you up. That's why the invisible world has teeth and the invisible world has fangs. I was telling my father who just paid landlady, thank God. I was having such wonderful dreams and running around in the yard and shit. Nobody was picking at it. The neighbor boy thinks she fucked his plane up. I know all that. I had the dreams. I woke up, I recognized the voices, and then I came out of there. But I fell into really deep lucid dream sleep to know that I was outside, playing in the outside dream world while the lady was inside in the threshold of the doorway, which is cool. She's a nice lady. I have her name on the, when you go at Walmart, it says something on the, they have the big ass area where they cook in the back, where one lonely ass lady was probably came in at 5 in the fucking morning to do that bullshit ass job. I said, do you like this job? Oh, yeah. I talked to her. I said, yeah, I used to work at it. I was a fry cook at the Applebee's. I hated it. The first round, I liked it. It was actually kind of fun. The next round of work when I worked there, it was not. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. So you can't always have the same job that you used to have, even if you go to the same place to do that job. At least that's my experience with Applebee's. I don't fucking know. I don't know. So, on that note, I said, hey, out here in the front, where we have the Solomonic porch area, the underground's good because if you crawl underneath there at least once a year, underneath this area of your porch, where there is much sand and such, if you can do that, you want to do it at least maybe once a year, right, Kitty? So Kitty can languish and see. Cats naturally fight demonic entities. You can look at their eyes and tell cat's got something going on. I think we all know that. Cat saying, I think you know it. Right, Kitty? Grandpa got all mad. He said, I fucked his shit up. I broke the thing. All this shit. I broke the wheel well off. I broke the motor mount off because I moved it. The motor mount was already broken off. I moved it and you could see that it was there. Fell off. Yeah, he got all into my shit and said that I was chaos lord, making chaos, didn't care about his well-being, none of that. Straight to the only damn thing I did, I was like, man, was push this over and give him some space because he can't see. He's always saying he can't see. He's supposed to get eye surgery coming pretty soon. They're going to do his cataracts. They're going to take one out, and then they're going to do, maybe a week later, do the other one, which is the best way. They could do it at the same time, but you still have a little period of not being able to see at all. What's up, dude? And he went into, like, I genuinely felt bad. Really did. I felt bad, and I was like, well, what can I do? I feel bad. Because he's in pain, and there's nothing I can fucking do to help him out. I can't get him no medicine. The healing techniques that I've learned how to use, I can't use on him because he can't fucking touch him. I've got the laying on of hands, though, and I've got his own story where he says that all the other cartilage in his body wore the fuck out, with the exception of his knee, which they put the hands on. They did the laying on of the hands, the church group, at some point in time. And we're going to spread that cartilage back into growth through his body because there's no reason why our own Father shouldn't allow for our own faith and active hands when he's put those conditions forth. It would be an utter failure and an utter folly not to at least put in the effort to do that, which still needs to be done right. It requires a brief period of, spiritual fasting. And so that's pretty much all I'm saying, which will be the playing of the 4D chess.